And so what's interesting in sleep is when they measure the brain waves in sleep, when you're awake, you're mostly in beta, very high frequency. That's when you're consciously thinking, you have to make decisions, you're speaking, you're paying attention. And then when you start relaxing, it will really slow down. You go down to alpha. And then the next stage, when you're even more relaxed, you go into theta. That's when you're really drowsy, but you're not fully asleep yet. You can still be woken up. And these are just sleep spindles. That's when your body is still alert to external stimuli, and sometimes you have twitches. And then stage 3 and 4, that's when you're completely asleep. You don't have a lot of dreams here. That's your body resting and repairing. And that's a very interesting state where your heart rate goes down, your autonomic nervous system goes from sympathetic to parasympathetic completely. You're just geared for tissue repair. So you start releasing growth hormones. In fact, your appetite gets suppressed, blood circulates throughout your body, and your immune system gets boosted. So what's interesting is the theta, because that wavelength is very common for sleep, as well as hypnosis, as well as meditation.
So when you look at the sleep stage curve here that reflects a normal night's sleep, you'll see that the REM stage, where you have most of dreaming, is normally achieved right after stage 2, which is where theta waves are most predominant.
And during that period, scientists believe that's when our minds are reorganizing all the sensory input during the day and just sorting it out and converting them into long-term memory. So they did some research with mice, put them through a maze, and then they try to see what these mice are doing when they sleep. But during this period of sleep, there are certain parts of their brains that are firing, which they think is linked to facial recognition. So the mice are actually practicing how to go through this labyrinth in their sleep. So it's really fascinating. When you sleep, you're actually organizing your thoughts, you're learning how to solve problems, and definitely you're healing your body as well. So I just want to note that delta waves are really slow, and they're also found in infants, young children, and as well as fetuses. These very, very slow waves are great for restoring. And of course, when you're not able to have good sleep, that's very detrimental to your health. I mean, we spend a third of our lives sleeping, and if you deprive someone of sleep, it's like torture. It's as essential as breathing or eating. So they get all kinds of disorders, depression, anxiety, you name it. Also, the length of sleep is very important. REM is the rapid eye movement stage where you actually have active dreaming. It looks very much as if you are awake. Your brain state is awake, but your body's immobilized. This is a typical natural normal sleep. So you go down the cycle. So you have 1 cycle, 2, 3. As the night progresses, you won't have as much of the stage 3 and 4. You will have 2, and then you'll go back up to your dreams. So you'll have more dreams later in the night, more vivid dreams. But you can also have lucid dreaming, and lucid dreaming is usually still aware. You can still have some kind of control over what happens in your dream. It's really fascinating.